We don't always know everything about every loan program. I remember in my days, I hated construction loans because they were a little bit foreign to me. Investment loans could be difficult, investors could be difficult, reverse mortgages might be difficult for you. You get the idea. Here's the whole thing. 2022 is going to be defined in part by investors of the mortgage and real estate market today than it's been for decades. That's true. So become an expert on investment loans and investors. Get the greatest products at the greatest prices and learn how to use them. Oaktree is here to help you with that. Give these guys a buzz. They'll help you with your investment loans. They'll help you understand them, and they'll help you market them and point you in the right direction. And they always have a price match guarantee. If you want to learn more, and you should, click this banner right over there. There's a historic shortage in inventory, and according to the National Association of Realtors, there's more pain to come on the way. Now, I don't really think this comes as a surprise to anybody. Hell, it's all we've been really talking about for the past couple of years. So NAR says there's more pain. Does it really have to be that way? Now, I say this because, did you know as we sit here today, there's 16 million vacant homes just sitting there doing absolutely nothing productive, kind of like the Kardashians. Now, here's a quote. Although the housing market is still heating up, more than 16 million homes throughout the United States are sitting vacant, according to a new report from LendingTree. Now, this is truly perplexing, isn't it? We have an inventory shortage, we have out of control escalating values, and we have part of the solution just sitting there doing nothing for us. So why are they vacant? Well, here's what LendingTree has to say about the whole thing. Vacant homes can be unoccupied for many reasons beyond being uninhabited. For example, a house can be vacant because it's still on the market to be sold or rented, or it's a vacation home not currently in use. Regardless of why homes are vacant, knowing an area's vacancy rate can be an important part of understanding the overall health of the housing market. Okay, so homes not being sold. This one's pretty obvious. It's a small number, but it's obvious. Homes not being rented. The same thing there. Vacancy ratios right now, guys, they are wildly low, like all-time lows. Vacation homes, that's true, but there's a fourth one that LendingTree didn't talk about. As we sit here, there are investors that are collecting homes like I used to collect baseball cards when I was a kid. Many of these homes are intended to become rental properties down the road. For example, and as we've said before, Opendoor has pivoted in part from a home flipping iBuying company to a home acquiring iBuying company. Buying homes for deep-pocketed hedge funds. This, by the way, would explain why their last quarterly report looks so bad. It appears as if they had lost over $600 million, but the truth is that's mainly because they're buying and holding properties rather than flipping them as they have in the past. Think about that. They are turning us from a country of homeowners to a country of renters. And of course, there's the fact that we all know that the GSEs and Ginnie have homes that are part of their portfolio that have, for some inexplicable reason, simply laid dormant for years. Who knows? But it would make sense for somebody to go get that unaccounted for inventory and release it just like we released our strategic oil reserves. One of the long-held talking points in the real estate and mortgage industry has been that buying a house is the best way to freeze your housing expense. Your rents are going to go up, but when you buy a house, your payment will remain frozen in time and never change. And that's true. See, with inflation and over the years, your fixed payment actually drops if you think about it. Not in the amount that you spend, but in the percentage of money that you bring home on a monthly basis. Again, all of this is true. Now, the thing is, as we sit here today, it's never been more important as a talking point for people in real estate and lending. Yes, even with our higher prices right now, we need to talk about freezing our housing payment. Let me explain. Commodities are set for their biggest weekly gain since 1974 as stagflation fears emerge. Get this. Commodities markets, from agriculture to energy to metals, have been upended by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, as Bloomberg's index of raw materials is set for the biggest weekly gain in nearly a half a century. The invasion has sent commodity prices soaring as Western sanctions force Russia into growing isolation. Banks, importers, and shippers avoid Russian exports as traders price in new fears of shortages in energy, grains, and metals, sending the Bloomberg's gauge of raw materials to its largest weekly gain since 1974. In short, the cost of everything that you consume short of air is on the rise faster than it's been in nearly 50 years, and with the disrupted supply lines, deepening sanctions, and yes, still even the COVID.
Hello? Yes?
This looks like it's going to deepen before it gets better. So setting your housing expense today at a fixed amount at a low rate, your biggest monthly expense, is a piece of financial stability in a world of instability. So as a realtor or a lender, when you're talking to people about buying a house today, talk about inflation and talk about setting your housing expense. It's a great reminder of why buying real estate is such a good idea.